For what purpose? The lady from Wake, Representative Crawford, rise.
To speak to the bill.
Ladies recognized to debate the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think it's probably no surprise that I'm speaking on this bill. A lot of you know that I've worked at length on Medicaid, on this challenge over the last 8 weeks. And I still rise just in utter disbelief that this is where we are. We spoke to a group of folks. I think many of you saw folks who showed up yesterday. And I appreciate folks from both sides of the aisle going and meeting with folks in their offices, going over to the LOB and meeting with a group of folks in the afternoon and speaking with those folks who showed up. People who represented the provider community, who represented families, who were there on behalf of themselves, and people who stood in the gaps for a whole host of individuals who could not make their way downtown Raleigh yesterday. And as I've spoken with many of you in this chamber and many people across North Carolina on this issue, the families that are going to be impacted if we are not able to fix this week, they really need a hero. They need a hero. I said before that these cuts will be devastating. They'll be devastating to providers. They'll be devastating to the workforce, particularly our direct care workforce, who shows up every day to provide high quality care to people with disabilities, children who need access to health care, and so many more. It will be devastating to communities. It'll be devastating to families. And I don't have any prepared remarks today. But when we talk about heroes, those are the people who have to do the hard thing. And sometimes it means you have to make concessions when you don't want to, because you know the other side might not get there. And I appreciate the heroes in this room who have stood up for those families, who have worked hard. And I am pleading with this body to be the hero, to get this done. And if we are not able to get it done through legislative action, which is, Leader Reeves said it earlier, I mean, we should be able to get anything done that we want. Republicans are in the supermajority in the Senate and have a majority here in the House. We should be able to get this done because, again, as I said before, there's not a Democrat, a Republican, a senator, or a House member who does not want to solve this. Across the board. And I am fearful that we will get to the end of this week having not solved it. And so I will add that I will continue pleading that the right folks can step in and prevent these cuts, delay them, prevent them altogether, so that the families who have the most need and the least access across this state will continue to have the services that they so desperately need. I urge your support of this bill. Let's continue to send a strong signal to North Carolina that the House is ready and willing to do what it takes to ensure that people continue to have access to these critical services. Thank you.